Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and friendly reminder, Jeremy Jugs and I, we're going to be live for this game right here on Sunday, so if you're not already subscribed, if you don't got those notifications turned on, turn them on. We're going to get wild here. Coming up on the show, I'm going to give you my keys to victory on offense and defense for the Silver and Black, and then at the very, very end of the show, I'm going to give you my score prediction. If you don't know what the Raiders Report's about, it's about giving the nation a voice, and I need you to be loud and proud, because here's the thing. We're going to get a lot of Patriots fans on this show. So who you got? Give me an LV for the Las Vegas Raiders, or I want you to type NE for the New England Patriots. So the way that we're going to do this is I'm going to start on the offensive side of the football, and then we're going to transition to the defense in terms of my top offensive keys for Josh McDaniels to come away with a win against his old buddy, Bill Belichick. Let's go to the first one here. It's the one that I feel like I always have to say because the Raiders haven't done it. You need to take care of the football. You got Jimmy Garoppolo, who's got 7 interceptions in 4 games. The Raiders, before entering this week, were dead last in overall turnover differential. And guess what? Last week, sure, you only turned the ball over one time with Jimmy G, but you won the turnover battle. I don't want to hear all this stuff about the Patriots being bad. The Patriots are a bad football team right now. You know, it's an easy way to give Bill Belichick and that Patriots team a little bit of hope. You turn the ball over. If the Raiders don't turn the ball over, if they win the turnover battle, they will beat the Patriots. It is that freaking simple. Let's go to the next thing here. Jimmy Garoppolo's got to have success throwing outside. What does Bill Belichick do? Probably better than anybody from a defensive-minded scheme. He takes away what you do best. And honestly, the only thing that Garoppolo can do is throw between the marks. I mean, he's a king at throwing the slant. Middle of the field, that's where Garoppolo wants to go. He doesn't have the arm strength to throw to the outside. So if I'm Bill Belichick, I am stacking the middle, and I am making Garoppolo throw on the outside. So if I'm McDaniels, if I'm Jimmy G, I got to figure out ways to get guys open. I got to figure out ways to take advantage of these matchups because they will be there on the outside. The question is, will we draw up the right plays to get it going? Here's the other thing. You got to get others involved because just like I just said with Belichick, what do? They're going to take away what you do best. And right now, Garoppolo is going, is Davante Adams open? Is Jakobi Meyers open? If those answers are no, it is a pitter-patter panic and a check down to Josh Jacobs. That's what Jimmy Garoppolo does right now. And it drives me nuts because it was so difficult to watch Derek Carr try to play quarterback in McDaniels' system. And now McDaniels apparently has his guy to play his system, and he's terrible. So to me, Belichick's going to try to do his best to take away Jakobi. He's going to do his best to take away Davante Adams. He's going to do his best to take away Josh Jacobs. So you know who you need to get involved? Trey Tucker if he plays. Michael Mayer if he plays. Austin Hooper if he plays. Hunter Renfrow if he plays. You got to show Belichick that you're going to get other dudes involved or else he's going to stack the middle. He's going to take away your outside receivers, and then we're in a just shit ton of trouble. Let's go to the next thing here. Target the tight ends in the red zone. This season, the New England Patriots going up against tight ends in the red zone have struggled, okay? 5 targets to the tight end position in the red zone this season, and they have given up 5 catches and 5 touchdowns. So to me, I look at those numbers and I say, where's the mismatch? Where can we take advantage? And you have a good receiving tight end in Austin Hooper. You have a good receiving tight end. And Michael Mayer is starting to get his confidence going here a little bit. So guess what? If they're going to take away Adams and Jakobi and Josh Jacobs, you're going to have a one-on-one matchup. In the NFL, you should be able to win one-on-one matchups. So instead of trying to draw up some of these crazy plays at Belichick, I'm sorry, I just think he's going to outcoach McDaniels. Call me crazy. Let's do some matchups and fun plays where we can get our tight ends involved here a little bit, especially in the red zone. Because when we get to the red zone, we got to start scoring. I mean, this McDaniels offense is just really getting frustrating. And then the final thing is you got to take the points. When you're going up against a team that has been struggling as bad as what New England has been struggling on the offensive side of the football, you take your points. And I usually don't always agree with that because I usually like to be the aggressive-minded dude. But when you have an offense that hasn't scored 20 points yet, when you have an offense that's one of the worst in the NFL, you got to take your points. You're like, this could be another game where the Raiders don't score 20, and they win. The New England Patriots right now are dead last in the NFL in points per game, averaging 11. They got shut out last week. It's really, really hard to get shut out. So to me, if the Raiders have that opportunity to kick that field goal, and believe me, if it's 4th and 1, I'm going to be the dude that says, take the points. Take the points. Take the points. Because against the Patriots, you should be able to win if you continuously take the points. Now, huge shout out to our sponsor, Prize Picks. And if anybody out there likes fantasy football, I want you to type FF down below, because I got my start in this business doing fantasy football. I was writing articles, and I love it. And anytime that I can make some picks with Prize Picks on a game, heck, maybe it's a game that you don't even care about, you're going to be so much more locked in. So shout out to Prize Picks, because it's daily fantasy sports made easy. Raider Nation, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. If you're curious of, Mitch, give me some picks that you're rolling with this week, I'm going to roll with this one, okay? I'm going to go Deebo Samuel more on receiving yards, because this offense has been able to move the football rather effectively this season, we can all agree. George Kittle, give me the more on that one as well, which I know some of y'all are probably hating on me for taking some 49ers here, but I'm trying to make some money. But with Amari Cooper, I'll take the less on that. Seriously, though, go get started with our sponsor here, Prize Picks, because it's the most fun that I've had, winning up to 25 times my money this football season. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Don't worry, I put that link for you guys down in the comments and down in the description of today's show. All right, let's keep it rolling here on the Raiders Report, sponsored by Prize Picks, and it's time to look at that D. The defense. Yeah, the defense, of course. The 5 defensive keys here for the Silver and Black. It's get after Mac Jones. Mac Jones is seeing ghosts. It was reported that if he struggles, you could see Will Grier get some playing time in this game. But Jones has been really bad, and he's been missing his buddy Josh McDaniels. And what's crazy is when Mac Jones and Josh McDaniels were together, this guy made the Pro Bowl, and the Patriots went 10-7. But the reason why I want to blitz Jones is because I have confidence in this Raiders defense. It sounds crazy. I do. I believe in this Raiders defense, and when I look across the field and I see what they have at the wide receiver position, it's why I believe that you have to also take away Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry's their go-to guy. He leads the team in first downs. He's got 11. The next closest is Kendrick Bourne. He's got 10. After that, there's nothing going on, right? Think about the way that Jimmy Garoppolo this season relies on Jakobi Meyers and he relies on Davante Adams. Those are his top 2 guys. Mac Jones right now, this is his top guy, Hunter Henry. But most importantly, when it's third down and these big-time goal-to-go situations, Jones is looking for Hunter Henry. So if I can, I am doing everything in my power to take him away, because to me, our guys are good enough in the secondary to match up with the Patriots receivers man-to-man. So not only am I bringing some pressure with our linebackers, not only am I just bringing the house on a lot of plays, if I take away Hunter Henry and then I play man coverage, right? I get Marcus Peters on one of their receivers. You put Amik Robertson on one of those receivers. You play lots of man coverage. You play lots of press man coverage, and you start to get physical with them. That's what I want to see. You want to prove to Bill Belichick that you're for real? You get physical. You play some man. We're good. We don't need to play zone. Against this New England Patriots skill position team, we're good enough to just go man-to-man. Think about every sporting event. Usually, in basketball, you go zone when you know you can't match up with them athletically enough. You know that you're not good enough, right? The Raiders are good enough, and they're going to be able to match up. So I don't care if it's Jakorian Bennett. I would like to see Tyler Hall back out there again. Nate Hobbs is still not able to go out there and practice. We'll see if he's able to play in this one. But to me, the way that Tyler Hall and Amik Robertson have been playing, keep giving those guys playing time, because I'm telling you right now, they deserve it. Another here, key to the defense, stack the box. Just like teams do against the Raiders, they do everything in their power to take away Josh Jacobs because they don't believe in Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't believe in Mac Jones. And Yes, the Patriots' rushing game has really struggled this season. They have Zeke, they have Ramondre Stevenson, two pretty damn good running backs, and not top 20 backs, but somewhere in that 20 to 30 range, and they're going to try to run the rock. So if I can stack the box here with a Marcus Epps, have Trevon Merrick, who continues to play pretty damn well, maybe go back into coverage a little bit, get Divine Diablo, Robert Spillane closer. I believe if we line up mano-a-mano with the Patriots receivers, we are going to win more than we lose. And if you take away the running game, and then that makes them more one-dimensional, that makes it easier to get after Mac Jones. And then the final thing is this. Let's get Maxx Crosby on their right tackle, Vederian Lowe. Vederian Lowe right now is at such a low that he's graded out as bottom 5 pass blocking right tackles in the league. Where does Max thrive? Left defensive end. If I'm the Raiders, I do everything in my power. How can I get Maxx Crosby on an island with Lowe? Because they could put out Rob Lowe. It might be a better option because Crosby's going to feast. We know that. Crosby's going to get his. We know that. But if you can figure out ways to get one-on-ones with Max and Lowe, I actually might feel bad for Mac Jones. Coming up next here is some injury news that I just want to keep you guys up to date on. And again, the time that I am making this video, it's Thursday, right before Thursday Night Football, so some of these injury news and updates probably are going to change, and I just want you to keep that in mind. So the injuries, though, that are listed as it stands right now, Davante Adams, a limited participant. Jakorian Bennett, limited. Davante will play. Jakorian, that's actually, from what I've been told, is still a coin flip. Crosby's going to play. Marcus Epps is going to play. Nate Hobbs, I am not sure, but the Raiders are not going to rush him back because of how confident that they are in right now with Tyler Hall and Amik Robertson. You got Malcolm Kuntz. He's banged up, but he's going to be playing. David Long Jr. going to play. Jakobi Meyers, good to go. Amik Robertson, good to go. And then Trey Tucker's been battling this nagging injury. He's limited. What I really saw that I thought was interesting was Josh McDaniels said that Jermaine Illuminor left the game early last week due to an injury. When I talked to Jermaine this week, he said that he'd be Gucci to go, but he's not listed on here. So I do expect Jermaine Illuminor to be the Raiders starting right tackle. And if he's not, they can't blame it on injury. From the Patriots side, they have lots of injuries. You're not going to see Matthew Judon. You're not going to see Christian Gonzalez. They are not expected to play. You can take time out of your day here to go through and look at all these injuries, but the Patriots right now are very, very much banged up on the defensive side of the football, and they gave up 34 last week. To me, there's no excuses here why the Raiders can't put up 20. So our Week 6 matchup as it stands, that I am recording this video, Raiders, 3-point favorites. The over-under is 41.5, and I'm telling y'all right now, bet the under. The fact that New England scored 20 points once, and then you got the Raiders who are and haven't scored 20 yet, and they are projecting both teams to be right around that. I'm taking the under in an ugly, ugly football game. But before I give you my score prediction, I want to hear yours. And some of you are watching this on YouTube right now, and shout out to all y'all. You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break. I'm going to give you my score prediction right after this YouTube ad. My score prediction is give me the Raiders to win 20-16. I do think that the Silver and Black control this game for the majority of it, but they're going to take advantage of kicking those field goals. The Patriots, to me, I think that they're going to struggle. They're going to score a little bit later on in some garbage time. The Raiders will win. The Raiders will win this game 20-16. Now, remember, y'all, we're going to be live, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you got those notifications turned on. We have given away close to, I'm going to say $2,000 the past 2 games. And if you want a chance to win some money, tune into our show. We have the game, play-by-play, great time, and a chance for the nation to win some cash here. So subscribe, turn on those notifications, and as always, go Raiders.